Peace, 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 and blessings, my loves. Grand rising, grand day. Golden rising, rich rising, grand day, grand evening. All right, I am doing messages for 5-minute messages for water signs. All right, and this one might be a long one, so it might be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but I am reading this from the Orisha Tarot, and you guys have the Temperance card. It says, here we meet our guardian angel, that being who was sent to watch over us for our whole lives. This card speaks to divine guidance. Often it's shown an angel pouring water from one vessel to another, indicating balance, harmony, and interconnectedness. What is believed by Orisha followers that we all have an Ori. Excuse me. It is believed by the Orisha followers that we all have an Ori. We don't have a clear translation in English for this idea, as it combines notions we usually separate. Our Ori is our personal Orisha, often called our celestial double, which guides us and watches over us during our life. The Ori is also tied to the idea of destiny. As we'll see in the Ten of Cups, we choose an Ori before incarnating. And our choice defines the qualities and experiences we have during this lifetime. The Ori is also tied to the idea of our head and thought. It is perhaps best to think of it as a part of ourselves that knows why we're here, resides in the spirit world, and is in contact with us at all times. Before the coming of missionaries, the belief was that the Orun, or heaven, was in earth. The dead were buried there, often in the dirt under the houses in which their families lived. The blessing of food grew from the earth. It is said that the missionary gave a cross to an Orisha worshiper, extolling its great significance and spiritual value. Then, to the horror of the missionaries, the person proceeded to bury it in the earth for safekeeping. The missionaries responded by beating the person, telling them that the heaven was in the sky. I'm going to repeat that again. The missionaries responded by beating the person, telling him that the heaven was in the sky. How do we conduct ourselves is so important when this card shows up. For many people, the idea of being obedient to the Orisha, and especially the Ori, is a hard pill to swallow. The level of trust they require to give up when they feel is their free will can be more than they can give. Yet the duality of our Ori and us is separate. Yet the duality of our Ori and us as being separate is an illusion. We are one being with varied kinds of knowledge. So there's a person in the Ori, which is, here showing the connectedness, that the mirrors are life in the spiritual realm. The spirit being in the earth to acknowledge older, not lost beliefs. If you're seeing this card, you need to talk about the level of connection the person has with what people call them higher selves. Are they active and engaged in conversation with that part of themselves, or are they resisting this guidance? This card speaks to deep connection and the possibilities of growth, especially spiritual. It is the card where the cultivation of coolness and good character are essential for finding the blessings in life. This card speaks to times when intuition shows us the way forward to blessings we could not even have imagined. Yet often people don't listen, having been taught instead to listen to the rational side of themselves. The level of this kind of internal conflict will determine everything in a person's life. So growth, happiness, and prosperity come from one's spiritual alignment. A chance to fulfill your destiny, guidance from people with deep insight, hard work pays off. Don't rely on luck. Ignore those who will try to convince you of these things. Take a bath with goat's milk, eggshells, coconut milk, and cocoa butter, and act with dignity. So the Temperance card represents the Sagittarius in a regular deck, or just in any deck, period. Okay. Um, some of us know the secrets of our interconnectedness in order for us to be able to manifest what we want. Some people, things just easy to them. Okay. Um, those of us who are spiritual beings, we have to align with our Ori and our spirit in order to bring in those manifestations that we want. While some people who, I guess you would say, are other than, um, it seems like things come easy to them. Uh, material wise, and their life really isn't that hard. Um, Recognize their fight isn't your fight, and you have a higher calling on your life. So sometimes those who have a higher calling, it takes a little bit of time to get used to things because you're really not from this dimension. If that makes any sense. But that completes my messages. That was definitely over 5 minutes, but have an amazing day, and Ashe.